love, so we keep evolving. And don't you judge, just keep on watching, okay? But keep it cute in the comments, though. Cause trust and believe we reading all the comments, though. And if you know one thing, we keep it 100, though. You rockin' with Brittany and Dory, the show. Let's go. Brittany and Dory. Brittany and Dory. Brittany and Dory. You're watching us. This is us.
Have y'all ever had an argument in front of family and then people pick sides? Like, drop in the comments below what's done happened with y'all. Have we ever argued in front of? Like, did anybody pick sides?
Well, I think after we had that argument, on the way back from New Orleans.
Oh, that was bad.
Yeah, I think everybody agreed with me.
So we was on. I'm not gonna give y'all the whole story, but what I will say and preface it with from the beginning, I was wrong. Wholeheartedly wrong. So I guess I'll give y'all a little bit of the story. So we go to New Orleans and we decide it's gonna be a girls trip. So obviously we invite my mom, my sister, and Tam. And who met us there?
Who met? Oh, Jasmine?
Jasmine and her mom met us on that trip, right? Yeah.
That was our girls trip from
That was our girls trip from New Orleans. So we drove to New Orleans because there was so many of us. We were like, okay, this will be cute.
It was last minute.
Yeah, it was like a 7.5 hour drive.
Chocolate's banging, aren't they?
Snacking.
Girl, she might make it 2 more.
But so we go to New Orleans. The drive there isn't bad.
Drive there was easy.
Well,
I was sleeping in the back. But
Right. She ain't drive, but it was easy. You know what I mean? We enjoy ourselves in New Orleans. Everybody had fun. Our moms had fun. Like, we all had fun. So we get to us driving back, and basically, like, again, it's me, Dory, my mom, my sister, and Tam. And we done rented like a van. Yeah, and Dana, my sister-in-law Dana. So we done rented a van. And we done decide to, make our way back. Great trip, cool. So at some point, who's driving? Was it Ro?
I think it was Ro, or did I end up driving?
No, where I got mad is by the time you started driving. But before that, I think Ro was driving. She was basically complaining. It's like, like, everybody wants to come on the trip and nobody wants to drive. Like, nobody wants to drive.
But I would say for me, when it came to that situation, I don't like driving with other people in the car.
But that's
I'm already a horrible driver.
Let me just tell the story.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me tell the story. So, Rose complaining or whatever, and I forget how it comes down to it. I basically was like, I drove here. I ain't driving back. You know what I mean? Rose started barking at Tam, our cousin or whatever, and they roommates, so they got a lot of time with each other to know how to talk to each other. And my mom just is riding the passenger seat. She not driving. We not making my mom drive.
She did drive.
She drove.
She did a lot of driving.
But at this point, it's like, okay, it's up to us to figure out who's driving back. So Rose barking or whatever. So we get somewhere, and how did you end up driving?
I think Ro got tired of driving. I was just like, when Tian was just already like, no, you ain't gonna talk to me like this, Ro. I ain't driving, period. So, I don't remember, but I ended up driving.
Right.
I just ended up driving. I don't remember how, but I did. And I missed the exit. And then it went left from there.
She missed the exit. Y'all, we hadn't even been driving that long. This was going to be like the exit to get us to like the next highway. And she done drove well past the exit.
Anyway, this was making a long story. We get into it. I don't even know how we ended up getting into it, but we pretty much ended up getting into it. And Brittany don't know when to stop. And that is one of the things that you will have to work on.
Wait, I ain't got to work on it now?
Well, I said before.
Yeah, no. Correct your statement. Correct your statement. I ain't got to work on it now because I done worked on it and you done noticed that. Don't be bringing up old tension with this old story.
Well, I was trying to say though, because kind of like your upbringing in a way, Brittany and her brothers and sisters, like, they're so competitive that even when they not they don't really mean harm. They argue, they like competitive even in their fights, like when they argue with each other, whatever, because y'all have competitive like mindset. So you was like low-key getting on to me or whatever. I can't even remember like what it was about or how it happened, what you said though. But I
and Dory snapped on me.
I definitely snapped on her in front of her family. And I just let her know, I'm not your brother or your sister, so you're not about to talk to me like that.
And then I said some stuff like,
And you kept on. And then you kept on.
to the point that my mom got sad. Like, she was sad. And it made me feel bad.
Well, you ain't been bad, feel bad because your mama was sad. Should have been feeling bad for what you said.
Okay, what did I do?
I don't remember.
You don't remember me apologizing in front of,
Nope.
for everybody?
No.
You a lie?
You apologized
I
to
pull
me
on the text message
afterwards.
right now.
No, you apologized to me that night.
Girl, I pull up the text messages right now with you in
Baby,
the group with me.
we was not even talking still after.
Deron.
I promise
So
you.
are you telling me I did not apologize to you with everybody?
Mm-mm.
You want to put $1,000 on it?
Mhm.
1,000. I pray to God this is the same phone. I pray to God this the same phone when we went to New Orleans.
Probably not. No, we weren't even living in his house. We weren't even married.
Oh my God. Oh God. Is that the same phone? You probably
No,
don't believe it.
we weren't married.
Baby, you owe me $1,000.
I wanted.
No, I got an idea. Let's call Tam. She'll know if I.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, you better have my $1,000. I know you got it.
Call her.
Okay.
Hello?
Tam, what you doing?
Getting ready to go to Los Feliz.
Okay.
Okay,
Anyway,
well,
we got
Tam,
2 seconds of your
You
time.
are on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah, you are on Who Wants to Be a Thousandaire. You are on Who Wants to Be a Thousandaire. If you answer the question a certain way, either I'm gonna get $1,000 from Dory, or if you answer it a certain way in her favor, Dory gonna get $1,000. Okay?
Okay.
You are also being recorded, so I'm gonna have you sign an NDA. Nah, I'm playing. All right. So, Tam, do you remember Dory and I having an argument, a big argument, driving back from New Orleans?
Yes.
Hold on, say that louder.
I said yes, I do.
Okay, Tam, do you ever recall at any time from the day we had an argument until this very second?
No.
Hold on, yeah. Cause it's
No.
we recording, so hold on.
No, go ahead.
Do you ever recall, Tam, me apologizing to Deron Noel Vaughn
Okay.
with other people being
In the car.
no?
That's what I said. That if you play back that video,
Girl,
that
give me my $1,000. Let Tam speak. Go speak, Tam.
Okay, no, she did not apologize in the car because I remember after the fact, I remember talking to Brittany myself after the fact. I was like, it's just, you don't do that in front of people. I said, I think she was kind of embarrassed or whatever. So now I know, you didn't apologize in the car. I think y'all did that on your own time when we got back.
Just what I said in this
Wait,
video. Roll it back.
wait, Tam. So not at any point were you in a message where I apologized to Dory and I even said, if I can do it in front of y'all, then
That's
I should be.
probably true.
What
I
do
must
you
have missed that part. I don't remember that, but
Hold on, Tam. Did that happen?
Yes, I do remember you apologizing to all of us because to get apologized, you did do that, yes.
was I in that message though?
Yes.
Now that part, I don't know.
I'm gonna get my phone because I literally said if I can do it in front of y'all, then I should also be able to apologize to her in front of y'all.
She did say that.
I do remember something
Oh,
like
now
that.
you remember?
I do, but you don't win $1,000 because that wasn't what I was thinking about when we had this conversation. I thought you said you apologized that same night in front of everybody. Yeah.
Okay, so the answer to that was no, but she did apologize. It was through text message. She did, because your mom was in there too. She did. And your mom told her she loved you or whatever. I do remember that.
Yep, I remember that too now.
All right, go and enjoy your evening, Tam. But Dory gonna have to run me at least 500.
You gonna have to run me the other 5.
So they gonna cancel each other out. All right, we love you.
Love y'all too.
All right, bye.
All right, bye.
Well,
Well,
guess you ain't gonna get that money. We didn't even get on the other topic I had.
what was that?
But just to speak on that like situation though, is that Brittany knows it's a big deal to me. Like, of course, we all argue in relationships or whatever. We argue with family, argue with friends. You know, we just argue in relationships in general. But I do not like to argue with people, like with her or anybody in front of other people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big thing for me. And I just feel like it makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't want to get out of my character in front of people. And
That really what you be worried about?
no, it don't be. I just feel like there's just a respect level. It doesn't matter how upset you get in a situation. Number one, I'm your wife, so I do feel like there's a way to talk to me, because I feel like with family number one can be very judgmental. They can already pick sides. They can feel a certain type of way. So I do feel like when it comes to those situations, they may not know, like the way I'm talking to you or you talking to me, they might take that a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, say like, for instance, you're loud.
Mm-hmm.
They tell you in the comments all the time. But I know you're loud. Even when we like are talking sometimes in arguments, when you really don't even be arguing with me, and I'll be like, baby, lower your voice. But say for instance,
But you do that as a trigger though.
Yeah,
You
I probably
know-
do. But listen though, but I know you're loud though. But listen, this is like, but if we were in front of my sisters or something like that, and you talking to me, and you know what I mean, like they might take it as, damn, she talking to her like loud. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, other people don't really know our dynamic or how.
Okay,
we
so
even-
do you feel like so this leads to another question. If other people don't know our dynamic, but you know our dynamic, why does it matter what anybody else?
It doesn't.
It doesn't, right?
Mm-mm.
So then why should someone have to tailor how they feel? Because this is how I feel. You might feel like I'm loud or something, but if you don't feel like being bothered, it don't matter who around. You gonna show that. But you don't have a problem with people seeing that. But you know what I mean? Like to the point where I have to be like, you starting to piss me off. Cause I wouldn't do this to you. Like I wouldn't treat you like that. Other people,
really?
like yeah.
No, but
do
that-
I not
when
have
I
to
do
handle you
those-
like that sometimes?
Yeah, but
Because-
that's because if I'm even in that situation, that's probably because we've gotten into it, and you know me, I can't ever fake the funk. Like that's just not me. So it's like I got, you know, it stays in my brain and in my head or whatever, and I'm just like, I gotta get it out first.
Right.
You know, that's how I am. I gotta get it out for me to be able to move on from the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Until then, it's stuck in my head and I'm pissed.
Right. But
But you
again,
want to move on from it. And
I
don't
want to move on in the moment
No,
because
but
we're
that-
around other people. The same way. I
Okay,
feel like
now you
that-
making sense. Okay,
It
I
did
feel
make
you.
sense.
I
It
feel
did
you.
make sense. You know we
I
have
feel
to
you.
have-
So you
know
feel
we
like
around
I
other
should
people.
tailor it, just like I feel like you should probably tailor the way you probably could be loud in front of you.
Yeah,
talking to me.
if I need to make some adjustments, I feel like there are opportunities for you to make adjustments. It don't make sense for you to feel like you
You're
ride
right.
sky high.
You're
bro.
right. You're right. You're right.
You don't have to wear that hat.
You're right.
I
I
mean,
see
and
that.
I'm not even saying let's sweep it under the rug because you know me.
We'll talk about it eventually.
Yeah. Or whether it's something bothering you or something bothering me, we gonna talk about it. So while we out in front of people,
Yeah.
let's get it together.
Yeah. But I do feel like there is certain ways to talk to one another because at the end of the day, number one, respect is number one, no matter what.
Absolutely.
And I do feel
I can
like,
do that.
well, it's part of the 5 things in a relationship.
Girl.
Respect is just top 5. But I do feel like, you know, people are going to get into arguments and they're going to sometimes possibly say things that they don't mean or say things the wrong way or whatever. But I do feel like, you know, I don't know. I feel like in certain situations, depending on what it is, you have to make sure that you do tailor those things. Like you don't be all, I'm not saying you do this at all because you
Right.
don't, but I'm just saying in general with couples that, in like just a word of advice, I just don't feel like do not put the spotlight you know, on your problems in front of other people.
Right.
And that's just, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing because we done been around couples that do that. And maybe in the past we've been one of those couples. So you really just grow out of it and you try to grow together. And those are things that, you know, start to not happen. But we've definitely been around enough couples to see it firsthand on other people for us to reflect like, dang, we used to do that. Or we used to be like that. But it's been a minute.
Or we've been that couple that's been like uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Listen,
well, that's a lot. We be
I know,
a lot of
like
times
that's like
some people.
uncomfortable. So it's just like, just think about it if it's you.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say this, but that is the beauty about being around other couples and other people who genuinely love you, because like Tam said, like Tam didn't have a problem saying like, hey, you shouldn't do that to her. Not even if we weren't around, but just in general. And like I said before we even started talking about this, I can admit I was wrong. Like I went off. Like I don't know why it made me so mad that she missed that exit.
What it was, but I don't know what it was about, what you went off about or anything. But
well, because you, like I said what I said about the exit. You said what you said. You snapped at me, and then I just went ham, and then I wouldn't stop going ham. So it's one of those things where you live and you learn. And when I say that was years ago, we've never in life had a blowout like that before or ever again. We was just talking about how like we really don't argue anymore.
yeah, we had that conversation. I was like, well, she texted me today and was like, you said something like, I'm so in love with you. And
I said, I'm so madly
in love with you. And I was like, you know, I said what I said back, but I happened to scroll through our messages just in the last couple of weeks and just in general. And I was just like, just looking at like how many, you know, times out the day, because when we're together, like on the weekends, like we really don't text each other. But so our messages be very like I can go from today all the way to Monday in no time, because you know what I mean? Like it's just, we always together. So whenever we are texting, it's probably because we're at work or we're away from each other. So I was just kind of going through the thread and I was just like, it's always like, I love you, you know, it's always like positive, you know, or it's always just showing me like some kind of affection or vice versa or whatever. So it was just like, I was going through there and I'm like, we don't argue. You know, people get mad, they start texting, arguing and stuff, and our message thread is really like, I love you, this, that, like it's always just something like good, no other drama or mess or anything like that. So
yeah,
it's good. It's the good life.
Yeah.
It's the good life.
Yeah. I'm happy to be here with you.
Me too, baby.
All right, y'all. So with this little impromptu video,
Yeah, we talked about everything.
right, we hope y'all enjoyed it. We hope y'all are rocking with us, rocking with a kid. And just know we back home, so we can give y'all more of these discussions. Definitely drop down in the comments some discussions y'all want us to have.
Yeah, because you know we like to keep it grounded, sexy.
Yeah, be
So
mindful. We have a lot of
childish here
videos,
and
so if what?
We like to keep it grounded, sexy. We childish here and there.
Right, but I mean, definitely drop down in the comments what y'all want us to talk about when we have our little mukbangs. They be back in the kitchen now, so y'all already know I'm gonna be sitting down more and more eating with y'all. And just be mindful, we have a lot of videos out there, so if you have not, just go back and watch some of the videos. That way you won't be asking something maybe we've already answered. So
Correct.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I keep wanting to say.
Anyway, so we out of here. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and we appreciate y'all rocking with us. So with that being said, it's your girl Brittany
And your girl Dory.
and we are
Brittany and Dory.
Peace.
Who cleaning the kitchen?
Me.
I'm just kidding.
You know what to
It
say
ain't
to
even a
get
mess
me
in there.
You say it ain't even a mess. I'm sure yesterday you thought that too.
That grease be popping. I be
I
fighting it.
Sweet mom.
Stop what you're doing, hit the subscribe button. And if you've been subscribed, then you've been riding with us. Ain't nobody gonna hold you down like I do.
Stay true to you like I do.
Spoil you like I do.
Adore you like I do.
Clean for you like I do.
Cook for you like I